Okay, good afternoon. We are here in Groningen on 15th of May on a beautiful sunny day, and I am here with 3 partners who have just inaugurated today a fantastic project. So I will let each of them, I'm Valérie from Solar Europe, and I will let you, Dirk, introduce yourself.
My name is Takkebos. I'm the director of WarmteStad, Groningen,
Okay.
a public company that provides the city with heat, with durable heat.
Okay. So you're the district heating owner.
Sort of.
And to how many households do you supply heat?
Well, we have great ambitions here in Groningen. We want to provide the city for at least 30,000 households with heat. But you have to start small. And the first phase of the project includes 11,000 households. And we're looking for sustainable sources to replace the use of natural gas, of which we are familiar with the effects of exploring and exploiting it. Mm-hmm. And this, of course, we want to reduce CO2.
Because this city has a strong history of having gas under our feet.
The province of Groningen has a history of exploiting gas and the effects like earthquakes and all those kinds of things. And of course that makes it easier to adopt other means of and sources of energy.
So there is a strong political will to move away from fossil fuels to more renewable sources. Okay, I will now move to you from Novar.
Yes, thank you. Yes, my name is Jelmer. I'm director of Novar.
Okay, so you've been the project developer in this project.
Yeah. So we initiated the project and developed the project during the let's say the permitting phase. Later on, we contracted TVP for the construction of the project. We set up the cooperation with WarmteStad and financed the project.
So Piero, what has been your role and what is this project?
Yeah, Piero Abbate, CEO of TVP Solar. I want to thank Jelmer to have engaged with us and gave us the trust to develop a big project, and of course Dirk to be the one that is the off-taker, the one that allows us to develop this kind of projects. Valérie, we are here. We have developed a huge solar plant, 25,000 hours collectors. Solar thermal plant means 48,800 square meters gross area of panels. The system has been designed to provide 25 gigawatt hour per year of carbon-free heat at usable temperature of WarmteStad. WarmteStad, like all utilities in district heating that serves for kilometers of pipe, at the end they want 75 plus something temperature to serve their clients. And making 80 degree all around the year is a complicated job that our panels do it. Said that was a long road. Big financing and again a big organization behind it, because project development takes time and takes the ability. What Jelmer was able to succeed was really to involve local authorities for permitting, government authorities for incentives, banks, development banks to finance the project itself, the development company. And now we are in the hands of Dirk that is developing the demand locally. So his success is our success. We are all on the same page.
I think the beauty of this project is as well that it's on a piece of land which was a sludge depot. So it was not a usable piece of land, and they were looking after reconverting it to something smarter, and now it's a great source.
Yeah, because it was a sludge depot, or it still is actually. So it's a depot of 20 hectares, of which we use 12 for the solar park. That of course is not very easy, because a sludging depot, it needs to be a stable depot, and Also, this is one of the first projects in the Netherlands, or it is the first project in the Netherlands, where we set up a solar thermal system of this size. So the local government and the permitting authorities, well, they really need to understand what are we going to do here, eh? Because you want to build something on a sludge depot, you want to produce heat, but what are the risks of that, and is there any noise, or is there pollution, is there all kinds of questions. So we did a lot of effort and a lot of work to persuade the governments that it's basically a very good idea, that it's a low risk idea, that we can provide the heat to WarmteStad, which is very close to the project. So in the end, everyone really embraced the project and really started to like the project, and that's the reason why we are here today and that we finalized this.
We're partly owned by the municipality, so that helps.
Sure.
We could explain it to them. And they trusted us as well. They trusted Novar and TVP. So,
and I think the
it's a matter of trust.
The engagement with citizens and civil society has been very important to respect the fauna, the flora, engage citizens as well on the construction.
It's a beautiful example of multiple land use. As Jelmer said, it was a depot. It is also a piece of nature, and now we're using it for. For energy, making energy, so that's beautiful. We have land is scarce in the Netherlands. We're a small land with a lot of inhabitants, so we have to use land in a good way, in a smart way. Yeah.
I want to stress something, Valérie, but Dirk can go deeper into this. What I feel extremely interesting from this experience here in Groningen is the way WarmteStad is implementing this project. Because as always, renewable energy can work in a mix. Okay, so solar thermal contributes part because they are doing a good job on using other sources and also exploiting a specific infrastructure. Dirk can spend a bit on the ATES, specifically things on the seasonal storage, on also the other sources that you connect to the network, because all this creates then the load to service clients, in a carbon-free way or in an affordable way. Please, Dirk.
Yeah, we use a multiple source strategy, so we make use of different durable sources in a mix, and solar thermal energy is one of them. So you have to have a system that is able to use all those and all those different temperatures. You have to use seasonal storage. Mm-hmm. And we have we make use of a smart system. We use a digital twin to predicting things, to predict use, which sources are you going to store, which are you going to use, are you going to use electricity, what are the prices, and in that way optimize our production and what we put in the grid, and that also depends on what is taken off at the moment.
Sure. So it's a mix of solar thermal, waste heat from data centers, I think. Yeah. Storage, a bit of gas still, but progressively you'll move over, and heat pumps.
Yeah, and as the grid increases, we need more sources, because we now are on a level that we, let's say, 2/3 of the consumption is produced durable, but there's still 1/3 that for which we make use of natural gas. That's because other sources aren't affordable at the moment. We have to look at our prices. This part of the city, a lot of people don't have a high income, so that's something to take into mind.
For the affordability.
For the affordability, solar thermal is affordable. We can make it affordable. We can exploit it affordable. And for the future, we're looking to more sources like that, or maybe more solar thermal project. But you have to have the location for that.
Sure, the land availability. And here it's very convenient to have that less than 1 kilometer away from the district heating.
Perhaps to add, one of the beauties of solar thermal is also that we only have costs at the beginning. So we pay our EPC party, TVP, low operational costs, which is really great, because then we know the price that you will have to pay.
And a reliable source.
And a reliable source.
Maybe one last word about the financing, because I think there is a specialty here for this project.
I don't want to take the role of Jelmer, but I can say what Jelmer structured. So he was able to make it, a senior debt long term for about 80% of the overall capex of the project, with Triodos Bank, that we thank for support, for believing. Is a bank devoted to renewables that accompanies Jelmer also in other projects, because he's a big developer also into the PV. I leave Jelmer to spend a few more words.
No, but it's completely true, Piero. So indeed, Triodos believed also in the project, and they are also a bank who also wants to do projects that other banks perhaps do not want to do, innovative projects. And this is, of course, a very innovative project. So by the help of Triodos, we could structure it in a senior loan, and the remaining part is equity from the investors.
And we have the support of the local authorities. Innovative project need such kind of support financially. So we were able with subsidies to realize the subsoil seasonal storage. That's one, but also the permits and to store like temperatures up to 45 degrees Celsius. That's something you don't do. That's not common to do in the Netherlands. So we got a permit to do so, and that requires trust also from and support from the authorities.
And also with the Dutch scheme SDD++, something like that. I think it's called to compensate for the
exactly. So added to the loans from the bank, we use the SDE++ subsidy. It's an exploitation subsidy, and on top of that we also received it's called a DI subsidy, which is more of a capex subsidy on the project as well.
For innovative project.
Yeah, for an innovative project.
This, I'm working in many countries at the moment. We're selling in 12 countries. I have to say that the model in Netherlands is not easy what they do, being able to attract this kind of attention and resources. But I feel the pricing, even that we have structure with WarmteStad, thanks to what they have brought in, so with incentives paying on top of the equivalent gas price that the utility pay to us, allows us to let's say go in positively into our business plan quite quickly. Then the incentives comes out and we continue to run. We expect to continue to run on a very affordable price. At the same time, he pays more or less like the gas without using gas.
Maybe one last word, because we know that in Europe there are 19,000 district heating now in operation. I think there is a plan to maybe construct new ones, but we work in Solar Heat Europe at EU level, working with the EU authorities to create a better policy landscape for the acceleration of the energy transition. We have a good package with Fit for 55, the Energy Efficiency Directive, which is clearly giving a pathway for the decarbonization of district heating. So based on your experience, the learning of the past 3, 4, 5 years that you've developed the project, what would be the top key advices that you would give to cities, authorities, citizens to make more of these projects?
Well, if I start from a development perspective of the project, then the key of the success was that we made a team from every stakeholder right from the beginning. So we weren't even started, and then we already had a conversation with WarmteStad, also with the province, with the municipality, with I would say advisors who knew more about the technique, and later on TVP came on board. So we always, we really formed a team of every stakeholder, and together, well, we solved lots and lots of problems we found during this trip. But because everyone was present from the beginning and everyone had a positive mindset about really want to realize this, I think that's why we're here today.
Yeah, it's a matter of combining and matching interests and knowledge. And I think that's something we have here. We have the trust of the different parties, of the different stakeholders that are involved. And we trust each other and we cooperate. And like Piero said, his interests are my interests. So we have to look to ways to combine that and to optimize them.
So a common vision and a mutual trust.
Yeah, because every project like this has problems to solve, but the way you succeed and the way you manage them determines the success of the project.
If I think about European policy, something that we're seeing is that district heating is extremely effective in areas like this one, cities, but not huge cities, because land remain the constraint. Okay, and renewables and also solar thermal start making sense when it is at scale and provides big impact, like we do here. Okay, is expecting to grow, and we expect to be 30% of his load. Okay, so this is reasonable. This is a scenario where everybody is a win-win scenario for everybody. So further developing networks, in particular in not giant city but in relatively small, medium-sized city, is, in my opinion, what can be more successful. Heating in Europe is a huge issue, in particular for continental and central Europe. It's too many years that everybody talks only about vehicles, electrification, and underestimate size of the need for heat. And need for it is huge, and natural gas has been the answer. Now let's try to move in a different world. We have this shows that we can go in that direction.
And it also helps to solve problems we have here with grid congestion and electricity, use of electricity. So
all sources, all clean sources are needed, and they can work and support each other as in a complementary way.
That's what it is, and it's going to be a system, a total hybrid system.
Yeah.
And in the past, perhaps we had a separate electricity system and a separate heating system, but it's now all interlinked and hybrid and combined.
Integrated, durable energy system. That's what we're aiming at.
Exactly.
And I want to stress something. We have made a project, but we are working side by side to optimize the integration of the system. On our side, to improve production and delivery. On his side, to improve absorption, that for us means production, delivery, efficiency. So I want to stress that only a tight cooperation can allow to work and making the numbers.
Great. So, a great project, a great precedent, the political ambition, the multiple uses of clean sources, and let's make more of those projects happen. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.